I'm ready to tell my story about dating in Atlanta. I knew I should have listened to my intuition because you already know what it's going. I met this guy. He was very attractive. He was tall. He was a nice brown skin. He had nice sandy brown hair, light brown eyes. And he was very sweet. We saw each other all the time because we went to the same coffee shop to work. And this time I went to the coffee shop, he said hi to me, whatever. And, he had never really said hi to me before, but, I was looking kind of cute that day. And so as the days went on, I came back, and he sent me a note. And he was like, hey, I hope you're having a great day. And he gave me his number. And I thought that was so sweet. And I was like, oh. But this guy, he's like, the way he looked, he was kind of like, he kind of had like an emo look. He had like those gauges in his ears and, which wasn't really something that I liked. He rode a motorcycle. He was cool though, So I got his number and I started texting him. And right off the bat, his energy was weird. Like I'm texting him, hey, how are you? Introducing myself, talking to him or whatever. And at first I was like, why wouldn't he just say hi? But he just slipped a note. Okay. Why wouldn't he speak to me in person? He just slipped a note. I thought it was cute. And so I'm texting him. His energy's a little weird. He's a little standoffish. Okay, so I like to play a game before I really get to know somebody. And so we played this question game, and he was asking me if I was married, if I had kids, kind of normal standard type of questions. But it came off a little too direct to me, like he wasn't like really flirtatious. But I think it's because he had noticed the ring on my finger. The ring is a ring that I bought myself. And so me and this guy, we started dating. We had phone call conversations or whatever. And, the vibe was there. We had a good time. We eventually went on a date. The date was good. He told me what he was looking for in a woman. And he told me that he's ready to get married and settle down. And, he wanted to have more children because he already had 2, right? And I'm like, okay, I have 2 children too, so that works out. He had a daughter around my kid's age, and that's perfect because I do want a daughter, and his daughter being around my kid's age was cool because, that means I ain't got to have another kid. And so, time goes on again, and he slips out the fact that.
Let me stop her right there. So this is Atlanta. She met this guy. He's an emo. She said they worked at a coffee shop. I think that's what she said. Maybe my hearing may be off. But it's weird. It's funny how women say stuff that, people are weird. If it's just something that you're not used to, it's weird. I guess that's always subjective when it comes to that. He slipped a note playing these little small games, and he has kids. You got kids. So evidently he wasn't too weird unless you were just bored. But let's see where this story takes us, guys. Let's continue.
um oh, we was talking about, I forgot, he was joking about something about choking on I don't know, something he was choking on. I don't know. And I was like, damn, relax. Like he was choking on some water or something, and he started joking about dying or whatever. And he said, yeah, at least I got enough to give all my kids something. I said, oh. He said, yeah, my daughter, my son, and the twins. I said, twins?
That's
What
right.
twins are you talking about?
I got twins.
And he said,
baby.
I told you I had twins. Well, I don't really know if they mine yet. I'm gonna show you a picture of them. People saying they don't look like me, so I don't really know. He showed me these freaking twins, and they was like 9 months old, and I'm like, instantly, my face drops. Like, 'cause I know you didn't tell me about no twins.
This is exciting.
Why would I forget you tell me about some twins? He's gaslighting me at this point, telling me, oh yeah, I told you. Nah, you ain't tell me about no twins, right? And so days goes on, and I told him I'm not really feeling that. I'm not really feeling the fact because I feel like you was lying, and I ain't really trying to get into no bullshit. You got like 3 different baby mamas now at this point because the 2 is pushing it. Now you got twins. The twins are young, so I ain't really trying to mess with him like that or whatever. So I end up cutting him off. We stopped talking. And so about a month later, he comes back around, and he came back correct. First off, before I even cut him off, he was kind of acting weird anyway. Like, he would stop texting me randomly, kind of like disappear, stuff like that. So I was kind of like, you know what? I ain't feeling that anyway. I ain't got time for it.
He would stop texting because I guess I would like to know, because you felt like he should be texting you all the time. Is that what you mean by that? It's just a question, but you wasn't feeling that. You let him come back because he lied. You cut him off, but he came back. Okay. She's not. She's looking away like this all sounds, as y'all young and say, cap, because she keeps looking away and when she's talking.
This or whatever. So after I cut him off, he came back around, and he came back around correct. I know that you're the woman for me. I really want to be with you. I really want to work on our communication. We're saying all the right things, all the right things. You know, he's coming correct. He's apologetic. He's affirming how he feels about me. He's planning things out. He's telling me how he wants to move going forward. And, you know, so I'm like, okay, cool. So I asked God, I said, okay, I'm going to give this a chance. So I pray about it. I asked God, all right, Lord, I'm asking you to reveal anything about this man that I need to know. Like, what's up with him? And I called in all my angel guys and I said, let me know. I want you to reveal anything that's going on with this man. And when I tell you, shit was revealed. Hold on. This is 5 minutes, but hold on. Boy, was it freaking revealed. I said, Holy Spirit, guide me and tell me about this man. What's up with this man? And we had just, like I said, things were going well. We were really communicating. We were really, you know, he was really being very open with what he's doing with his day. Because a big issue was he kept disappearing. Oh, I was asleep all day. Sorry. I was asleep all day. And I was kind of like, okay.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I just woke up. Sorry. And so this time he was going, I think he was out of town somewhere. Yeah, he went out of town to go pick up a Jeep. He had just bought a Jeep. And so I was, you know, tracking, he sent me his location. I was tracking his location, whatever, to see, what was going on. And then for some reason he cut the location. And I was like, okay, that's weird, whatever. And so I was calling him. It was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning because he was supposed to come to my house by 12 after he came back to town. And so I was calling him and I was calling him and he wasn't answering the phone. And of course, I'm the type of person, I think you in a ditch somewhere. So I'm like up all night like, oh my God, something happened to him. He just got this really good job and now he got this car and he died. You know, that's what I'm thinking in my mind. Or whatever. So a couple hours went by again and then he ended up calling me. Oh, sorry, I was so tired. I fell asleep on it.
So he gave you his location. A lot of these stories people be talking about, yeah, that you got my location, you got my location. Who's pushing for this location stuff, first of all? And yes, to me, man or woman, that is a red flag when they always say, I was just too tired. I was just too tired. I was just out and about. I was just too tired. When somebody says that, they really not feeling you. They not rocking with you like that. They just full of shit. Majority of the time. I'm not saying there aren't exceptions, but when they saying stuff like that, yeah. Come on, man. You got to do better.
Pulled over and went to sleep. I'm like, okay, whatever. But he told me that he was coming over still. I was like, okay, whatever. So he gets to my house and he was like, this is the first time we've seen each other since we started talking again. And he gets to my house and he was kind of like standoffish, like, hey, how are you? You know, after all the stuff that he was saying about how he wanted to be together and all this stuff, it was weird that he was acting standoffish. Like, okay, like he barely gave me a hug. He was kind of on his phone doing his own thing. We laid down, we got in the bed, and he kind of turned over and just kind of was like to himself. And I was like, okay, nigga, we hadn't seen each other in forever. Okay, so fast forward to me praying about the situation. So I prayed about the situation, and because this time he went on another trip to go see his son for the Super Bowl. And I called him again and he wasn't answering the phone. I texted him, he wasn't texting. I'm like, okay, he's with his son, whatever. But something told me to look him up. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, this is weird. He probably got a girlfriend. He's probably married or something like that. So I never had his social medias or whatever because he was a little bit older than me. At the time, I was like 29 and he was 37, I think.
Aren't y'all in like a relationship though? Like you never had his social media, you never bothered to ask. He's coming through clapping. You this just seems suspect and weird, but let's get back to it.
38. So he wasn't really on social media like that. And I'm like, okay, TikTok, how do I find somebody's social media without their information? And so I was looking and looking and looking, and they said, oh, you can search up this picture. You can search up his picture on this website called Pim Eyes, Pim Eyes, like EYES.
Okay.
So, I took that information and I looked them up. And when I tell you, okay, so I took that information, I uploaded his picture because he loves sending me pictures of himself. Okay. I took that information and I looked him up. I put him on this website. But first, before I did that, I got on Facebook. I searched his phone number, looked up his phone number, found his family, and I found his family's Facebook. I looked through their stuff, found out who he was and where he came from for real, found his mama, found his daddy, found everybody to see who this man really was because something was off. Something wasn't sitting right. So now, okay, I put in his picture on this website, Pim Eyes.
Pim Eyes.
And my fucking God, holy fucking shit. What came up put my body in complete shock. Like, I was shaking. Like, my body was trembling. I felt cold. It literally sent me to the emergency room.
That's what you get.
What I found, and I'm wondering if I should put the screenshots up of what I found. But what I found was blacktranniesdating.com, singletranniesdating.com with his picture on there.
Goodness.
His picture came up and it pinged to a website for dating black trans people. And at first I thought maybe somebody was catfishing. Mm-hmm. Maybe somebody used his pictures, right?
Could happen.
So I decided I'm going to go ahead and pay for a subscription to get into this website.
Of course.
To see if I can find his profile. So I clicked on a profile.
Before we get into that, guys, I just want to point something out. You see how women love shit like they love to be in their own soap opera, and women will go above and beyond to find out stuff on you, but not how to be a better woman for you. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. They'll invest in all this other drama and BS, but they won't invest in themselves or how they can be a better woman, girlfriend, wife towards you. But I'm not excusing what he did. You know what I'm saying? If he's clapping cheeks and getting his cheeks clapped, you shouldn't be living a double life like that. You need to let these women know up front.
File in the Pim Eyes website, and it said, "Oh, you got to pay to even get the actual location of the thing." So I paid the $15 to get the location of the website or whatever. I paid that, and then I paid to get a subscription to this website, singleblacktrannies.com. Tranny Lovers is what it was called. Blacktrannylovers.com. Blacktrannylovers.com is what it was called. I get on there, and he on there. This is how the picture looked. And it said, hey, his name was like Miami 3042 ATL or something like that. Hey, I just moved here from Miami and I'm looking for some new friends. I've been dating trans women, and I mean real trans women, not just some dude with makeup on. I'm gonna post the clip that I saw.
Really?
But that's what I found. And when I tell you, it was two tranny websites. When I tell you my body went into complete shock, I've never dealt with anything like this before. It was so traumatizing.
He was still clapping,
and
though.
The main thing about it is I knew something was off with him. I did not listen to my intuition. I overrode my intuition, and my intuition was warning me. But God still protected me in this situation. Don't they always say this? God still protected me in my situation. How do I know? Because I immediately went to the hospital and got a full panel. And then I ended up trying to go to the police station. I went to the police station like, bro,
Police
Yeah, I
station.
want to press charges on this nigga. Apparently, you can't press charges on a dude who is gay.
Yeah, how stupid is that? You want to press charges on a dude who's those clapping another dude? Like that's but it's cool with him having sex with a million women though, right? Even though we know diseases is spread a lot more in that community, but it's cool if he claps up a million chicks. You feel me? Let's go though.
On the low. Um, to me, it feels like a sex crime because I didn't consent to having sex with a gay man. I consented to having sex with a straight man. So I felt like, and don't tell. Okay, you don't. I can hear it. I can hear it now. Don't tell me. I understand the whole controversy between trans women and regular women or whatever, but I didn't consent to that, and I felt like I was taken advantage of. So I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post what I found.
I know you guys are wondering, and you're like, "Well, Jr. She should be posting what she found and all this stuff like that." Well, I'll give you guys her page. That way, you guys can see what's happening and follow her. When I went on her page, I didn't see anything in reference to this, so that's just that. BRNI. I'll have her stuff below, but if you guys want to look her up, it's underscore BRNI underscore on TikTok, and that should pop up. But ladies, y'all know damn well when y'all dudes is these dudes y'all messing with. I've covered so many stories when he's clapping some cheeks, men cheeks, or getting his cheeks clapped. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this story. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next video. It's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys. That is your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm the best. Let's run it up to 1 million. Quit playing with me. Peace.